Boulder, Colorado, one of the most picturesque locations in the world, let alone for college football, and you will see plenty of Buffaloes roaming here. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Buffaloes will get us started with the opening kickoff. He's going to bring it out from deep. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Offense getting set for first down. He's going to pass. Dumps it to the back. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hampton. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. The Tar Heels will hustle to the line.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and
he's going for a big play downfield. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
You know the saying, no risk it, no biscuit. If you want big plays on offense, you've got to be able to take shots. They didn't hit that one, but moving ahead in the second half, expect this offense to keep dialing them up.
They'll line up for a second down play. Quickly complete. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down. And the Tar Heels come to the line with a new set of downs. He leaves it with his back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, it's Criswell. He's got his man. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
With the catch, it's Hampton. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's got his man, makes the grab. The Tar Heels will move the sticks. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
I love the aggressive nature offensively there. It's 4th down, and you're going to try and go for it. And you have so much confidence in your quarterback to be able to make that play, come up with a good throw, keep the drive alive.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Fires downfield. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. He had him open there, and I know this quarterback expects to make that throw.
it's a tough throw because, again, you got a couple steps on a guy. That's not wide open. These DBs are so fast, but that is a throw that you do expect a guy like that caliber, to be able to play a little pitch and catch and make that happen.
Now down to the 12-yard line. It's 1st down. In the red area, it's Barlow. They get him down, but not before he picks up 6 to the 7-yard line. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. They've got him looking to run, but they're going to throw it. Flushed out of the pocket. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, UNC! You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Offense set on first down. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Steps away to find some room.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Looking for a man. It's Sanders. They're trying to get to it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and it forced the incompletion.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's got his man out of the backfield. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And a great job by the linebacker. You could tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
The give to the left. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. They've got some work to do on this third and long from the 40. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires left. Makes a connection. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this fourth down. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is most dangerous.
They'll throw it on first down. Release to the back. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Man, and that's a big missed opportunity for the running back. I'm trying to find ways to feature this guy and get him the football in space and not just hand it to him all the time. And tell you what, I'm a lot less likely to find those plays if he can't reel in those catches.
They want to just keep throwing it. Forced out of the pocket. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. Third and long. Quarterback will audible. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, the quarterback and his intended target just simply didn't have the timing there. The ball falls incomplete on 3rd, now setting up 4th down.
4th and a long way to go, but the offense is going to give it a shot. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Slings it downfield. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Man, that is a big-time drop right there. 4th down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the 1st down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe in you.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He uncorks one deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
Skips away from pressure. He'll get rid of it. Lost the defense, he's wide open. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. They'll immediately call timeout.
How great is it to have a running back who can basically run your entire route tree? You don't see a lot of guys line up and then run vertically down the field, get open, and make a big play. This dude is special.
This offense thrives on those big, explosive plays, and that one has them set up with a 1st and 10 from the 17. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The defense made that job a little easier after the encroachment. It's 1st and 5. They'll leave it with him. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the 1st.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of pay dirt. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Quarterback looks for a little space. Quarterback sneaks it forward and into the end zone for a touchdown. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out, start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
And he's going to bring it out. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. They'll need urgency and efficiency. 10 seconds left on the clock before halftime. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Fires one high and deep. Fires it into a crowd, and it's picked off. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that off.
He'll take the deep shot. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. And the Tar Heels will boot it away to start the second half. Bringing it out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring goal.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
Well, the linebacker showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
Quick pass on the fly motion. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead.
The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
To the air, it's Sanders. He finds his man. Turns it on at midfield. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
And the Buffaloes are rolling down the field. He wants to throw it again. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
They'll put the tight end in motion. He wants to throw here on second down. Fires to the wideout. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back.
And Reese, listen, we already know. He already threw the interception the last drive. We got to get this together. This is a couple bad plays that we put together now. If I'm an OC, I'm going to make this simple. Maybe I run the football. Maybe I get him a screen. Something easy maybe to get him a little bit back in a rhythm.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up fourth.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football in this fourth down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They'll try to get outside. Just ran over it. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you look up and you might break one of those after you got them a little bit tired.
Connection to the right. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. The Tar Heels moving quickly to the line.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
Line getting set on second down. Looking for a man. It's Criswell. He's got it down the middle. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Third and short from the 28. Let's see if this is four-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. Looking to throw for it. Fires to the tight end. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll keep it on the ground looking for the end zone. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is third and goal. Trying to power it in. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down.
This defense impresses me. When they're in short yardage situations or when they're in goal line situations, they just seem to play tougher. They just seem to play better. They've got guys that get after the football. And now they're setting up fourth down.
To the air, it's Criswell. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. Past the 50, the 40, at the 30. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Well, there's no quit in this defense, I'll give them that. Obviously, they're trailing here late in the game. It seems like the opponent's going to win, but still, they've got guys out there playing the way they're coached to play. They're playing with outstanding effort, trying to make plays to claw their team back in the game.
They'll throw it on first down. Finds his big tight end. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He's looking to throw it. He wants it all. This is caught for the late touchdown, so let's not put this one to bed just yet. Why not double the try total and go for two? They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. He's in there for the two-point conversion, and now they're just down 6. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. They're sending out the regular kickoff unit. I know they've got a couple of timeouts, but I don't think there's enough time on the clock to pass on the onside kick. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive, Reese. Productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage. You're probably getting blitzed. It's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Dances away from one. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Wouldn't be surprised to see them go right back to the run on second down and maybe put this thing away. On the move, it's Hampton. Quick step and go. Turns it on down the left side. He's at the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, North Carolina.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Looking to convert the two, and he will not. The defense gets to him with the sack. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Back to throw, it's Sanders. He wants a big play here late. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. Now 2nd and 10. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Oh, he's playing with fire, and he's picked off. And a tremendous return will be stopped at the 28-yard line.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. And the Tar Heels in the hurry-up. To the air on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead, but they might anyway. He's looking to pass. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. He's looking to throw. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away. They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense.
It's a fake, and the kicker's going to throw it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
Looking deep down the right side. Got his man. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. And the Buffaloes have taken it inside the 20. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Looking downfield, it's Sanders. Looking for the score! And the pass is incomplete. They were going for the fabulous parting gift, but instead will just go home with a loss. You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. And it seemed to me that's what happened out there today.
Yeah, just never really got into a rhythm for this team. There's no doubt they've got a lot of very talented players on both sides of the ball. So, David, I don't think this is a situation where they need to now freak out and try to reinvent things on either side of the football. Just being in better rhythm early and trying to find that in their next game, I think, would go a long way.
Yeah, and it's just finding a couple of those plays. What do I do really, really well? Let's continue to build on that. Let's take away these negative.
The Rocky Mountains provide the backdrop in Boulder, Colorado, and if you're looking for the Buffaloes, they ain't hard to find. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Florida Gators, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Buffaloes will kick it away to start. He'll bring it out. It's Wilson. Really disciplined job by the coverage. Down there and make the stop at the 19. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. They go to the ground. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1.
big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air. It's Lagway. Unloads to the wideout. And he got a hand in there. Knocks it away. Incomplete.
Love the competitive nature by the defender on that play. That's just a 50-50 ball, and that defender swatted it away.
So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
So we're scoreless, their first drive of the game, and this coach is wasting no time taking a gamble by going for it on 4th down in his own territory. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs.
It's really early in the game right now, and if it's 4th and short, 4th and medium, maybe I see going for it, certainly. But 4th and long, that's a situation I think you got to punt and just let the game play out. Trust your defense a little bit more.
The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Use the play fake, now to throw. Right down the middle. He caught it. And he was thinking 6, but that D knocks him down at the 2.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Colorado. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's Wilson. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. He makes the connection. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a 1st down. And the boys of old Florida are getting it done on the ground.
And you've seen time periods in history in Florida where they didn't care about the run. Spurrier, just throw it. Yeah, Jesse, throw it again. Yeah, throw it again. Just chuck it around. But I like when they commit to the ground game, have some success to create some balance.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Looking downfield, it's Lagway. Looking to the big tight end. Soft spot in the middle. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. And the Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave them a little bit of everything on that one.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On second down, they'll take to the air. Zings it complete to the right. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Florida!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. Final play of the quarter coming. Leaves it with the back. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Dropping back, it's Sanders. He'll off one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, the defender got his hand on that one, tipped it up in the air, and offense, man, they're lucky that one wasn't picked.
So what do they have for third and short from their own 23? Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down.
That is how it's done on third down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the lone man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Might as well give it to him again. Keeps the legs moving. At the 45 on his way. Afterburner's coming. He's at the 10. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Bucks!
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Gators sending the offense back to work. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown, everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the blocks, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
They'll try to get it through the air. Finds his big tight end. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Handoff to the single running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Well, the most insightful analysis I can come up with on that one is that didn't work. Back to the drawing board to see if there's something that works a little better soon.
Or if I can quote the great Reese Davis, that was very ungood. Not a productive first down play.
Throws to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. He's got the tight end. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block.
He lets it fly. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
Offensive players know where the ball is going. Defensive players don't. Great job by the DB adjusting to the football, seeing it, playing the wide receiver, and making sure he can't catch the football.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the run. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Fires to the wideout. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. And that pass intercepted. Takes it the other way. He's at the 40. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve his field position.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guys. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. To the air, it's Sanders. Into the end zone, and he's got it! Touchdown, Buffaloes! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Going up top on first down. Looking deep. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception by this quarterback, and now you throw another one, in harm's way. You got to make sure you're throwing to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
Got his man all by himself. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. He wants to throw. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Got room on the return. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Well, they're trying to pounce on their opponent with the lead in the second half, trying to steal a possession, but give the return team credit. They may not have been set up perfectly for that onside kick, but they're Johnny on the spot, and now their offense is licking their chops, hoping to go down and score.
Off the play fake on first down. Lofts one high and deep. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. Give to the running back. Across the 25, he's got room. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
And that's another productive run. This offense has had a bunch of them today, and the running back, I think this lead was built on this guy. He's done a great job all game long, setting the tone, and I think that's why this offense has been successful.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Shakes off, looking for the end zone. Picked off. He goes out of bounds, but he creates the turnover and a great opportunity for his offense. And on the opening drive of the second half, you've made adjustments, but sometimes you underestimate the fact that the defense is ready for your adjustments.
And they've made their own adjustments as well, and they're allowed to sit there in the locker room and think and wonder about how you're going to attack him coming out of the tunnel. Great job being ready to go at the start of the second half by the defense.
Coming after it. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half. And here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
Back to throw. It's Lagway. Fires to the middle. Tight end getting vertical. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll give it to Johnson. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, wants to pass. He lets one fly deep. And he holds it in at the 25. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating explosive play.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's a bad sign on offense when you have that many people running free at your running back. That means guys up front aren't getting their blocks. Just too many hats getting to the ball carrier. I love his effort, making multiple guys miss, but...
Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and
he lost it high and deep down the left side. And he's got it at the 20. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. They just flipped the entire field, and now they'll try to cash in on 1st and 10 from the 20. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Quarterback adapted. A shot toward the end zone. A flag flies in as this one falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on. So he just lost track of where the line of scrimmage was. The illegal forward pass will wave off the play. Penalty will be accepted. Looking to pass. It's Sanders. Floating away. He caught it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Wilson. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. He unleashes a long one. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. A big turnover here for the defense to end the quarter. First down to start the drive after the break. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Wants to throw. It's Sanders. Using his feet to buy time. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy has had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
On third down, he drops to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Working on the right. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
They'll try the left side. Got some room, entered to the goal line. He almost... Boulder, Colorado, one of the most picturesque locations in the world, let alone for college football, and you will see plenty of Buffaloes roaming here. Today, a ranked versus ranked matchup as a couple of top 25 teams get set to go jaw to jaw. As we'll see the number 16 team in the country, the Boise State Broncos, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Colorado Buffaloes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Buffaloes will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's Genty. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. A first down for the offense. Leaves it with the running back. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Picks his way ahead, pick up of 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
Well, we know this running back's a playmaker. He's a guy they want to get going early and often in this game.
Also, you can wear out those big defensive linemen by making them chase.
Yeah, I like the idea of going outside. You want to mix and match it. Between the tackles, to the outside. Get these big fellas running these routes.
In a world of trouble from the start and a massive loss on that play. It seems so inviting to try to get the ball outside, but this defense is so fast you just end up running sideways.
And when you don't have any misdirection or something else to look at before you pitch that ball on the perimeter, a lot of times those guys can play even faster. They can see it right now. Those safeties fly up, those corners fly up, outside backers fly up, and get in the play immediately.
Wants to pass it. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. And the Buffaloes trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. The big fellas line up in a goal line defense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. One step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. They keep pushing forward, down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. Dropping back, it's Sanders. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffs!
Great throw, great timing. You can see his receiver breaks for the out route. He's in stride, in rhythm, hits him so he can get upfield and get the ball in the end zone.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Genty. There's no possible explanation for bringing that one out of the end zone, and they've got horrible field position at the 5. Boise State ready to send out that offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, wrecked.
That'll be a safety. The ball was loose in the end zone. It goes out of the back, and they're probably lucky it wasn't recovered for a touchdown. They'll boot it away from their own 20 after taking the safety. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Wants to throw on 1st down. Going for it all. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
And the extra point extends the lead to 16. About to kick it away after touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Genty.
You know, a lot of offensive coordinators script the first, 5 to 10 to 15 plays. You don't usually draw that up for inside your own 10. Bad field position to start. This offense needs to come out, get a few positive plays first to get out the shadow of your own end zone.
Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to...
And the ball is picked off. Touchdown, Colorado! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. The AT unit on the field. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. He gets a block. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. No guts, no glory. Caught it in the end zone. Didn't hesitate for a millisecond to take that thing back, and boy, did it pay off.
And this is why kickoff returns are so exciting. There's so much space between you and the other team flying down the field. The only time you're going to be provided that much space, and you could tell he knew what to do with that space. Kicked on the Jets by Felicia.
And he makes the extra point. Those opportunities, those returns like that can be such game changers, and everyone was right on point, and he took it to the house. Oh, he's going to take a chance. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. First down here for the offense. Quarterback checking the play. Comes out throwing on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Scanning the field, it's Sanders. Lost one deep down the right side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. It's complete on the right side. Still running at the 40. Just a tremendous play to wrap up this first quarter for the offense. Boy, that'll give you some options as we start the second. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Use the play fake, now to throw. Intercepted. Bringing it back. He goes out of bounds, but what a play to create a sudden change opportunity.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Handoff to the fullback. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Well, that was just like trying to run through a traffic jam. No place for the big fella to go.
Yeah, that's the whole key, Reese. You can't let the big fella get some steam. So you got to stop him in his tracks right away. The only way you do that is with penetration up front.
Got his man on the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So he got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
Going to try to get it himself.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
They'll go to the counter. Shakes off the tackler. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
The incompletion brings up a second down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. Timeout called here by the defense is the first one they've used this half. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And it's picked off. Trying to take it back. He's inside the 40. At the 20. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Buffs! Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. He'll bring it out. It's Genty. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Boise State ready to send out that offense. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive, right?
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. The Broncos headed quickly to the line. On second down, wants to throw it. Pressure coming. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. He's out of bounds at the 9-yard line. The pick, the return, and the offense will be threatening.
That's number 2. That's a good year for a lot of people. What a day. Having 2 interceptions already. I might try my hand on the other guy. This guy is not somebody I want to mess with.
This offense has been running wild in the first half, but wait, they want more before they go to the locker room. Let's it fly. To the end zone, and it's picked off. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover. Looking for a productive play on first down. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. 2nd and 10 here. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And now on 2nd down for this offense. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. There's a difference between being methodical and thorough and slow. They were slow, and they got the flag. The Rocky Mountains provide the backdrop in Boulder, Colorado, and if you're looking for the Buffaloes, they ain't hard to find. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Syracuse Orange, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Buffaloes will kick it away first. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. On first down, here comes this offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Back to throw, it's McCord. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
On the ground, it's Allen.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Finds his man. It's Pena. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Nice route, nice catch by this receiver. What's important for a quarterback throwing the in route to a guy in the slot?
Well, I think he has to have great timing. I think the receiver needs to get his right depth so that they know exactly where each other is going to be and when the ball is going to be in the air. These two have outstanding timing with one another.
Gets it out fast. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here. But
fires into traffic. It's picked off. Got some room to run. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And how about that play by the defense here early in this game opening drive, facing one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football, and they're able to get an interception. That is going to be massive for their confidence in this game.
Gets it out quickly. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, it's so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Let's go. And the Buffaloes will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Quarterback checking off. Looking to throw at Sanders. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And they score first.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone. It's James. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
He makes the tackle at the 33 after a pickup of 5. Syracuse right back at it. They're going to run it. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. To throw, it's McCord. Feeling some heat. They're setting up the screen. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Makes the grab well past the sticks. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Gadsden. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
The sure hands. It's Allen. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Tune in to the Ocho. 8th play of the drive coming up. Back to the air one more time. Got it in the middle. It's Pena. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Back to pass, it's McCord. Fires to the end zone, and it's caught. Touchdown, Cuse.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And the point after is good. They march 78 yards down the field, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Going with the ground game left. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
Now, that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Dropping back, it's Sanders. Quarterback extends the play. At midfield, he's got room. Finally run out of bounds. downs, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the first down. Just so hard to defend.
And the Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Getting some heat. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
Well, it's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last 2 plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Looking to scramble. He'll turn it loose out to the right. And that one is picked up in the end zone. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Well, he was rolling to his right, and because of that, I don't know if it affected the timing between him and his wide receiver. They just weren't on the same page on that one as the defense comes away with the INT.
The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
You just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision-making.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to pass, it's McCord. Finds his target down the middle. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He's looking to throw it. Lets it go. Catch in the middle. It's Gadsden. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. He'll set up to throw. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the 1st half. Syracuse has it teed up, ready to kick off and start this 2nd half. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified. Nothing but green ahead. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Colorado! And that one will put them up here in the 2nd half.
Offensive line, give me a crack, I'll do the rest. How about the Jets, the speed? He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Using the quick game. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and game tackled.
Looking to throw, it's McCord. Quick strike complete. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over him.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Got it set up on the outside. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Third down, man. You'd think this offense would want to throw it down the field, at least past the sticks. With this defense and their athleticism and speed, they gobbled him up behind the line of scrimmage.
Got it past the marker. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
Oh, and he finds his slot receiver on that fourth down throw. And I'll tell you, this guy's not the biggest receiver in college football, but he does such a good job working the middle of the field. He's just able to get open and read coverage. Every quarterback loves having a slot receiver like that.
Fires to the big fella. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. Now on second down. They'll give it to the back. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Fast motion from the offense. Quick pass on the jet motion. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
They'll throw it on first down. With the catch, it's Pena. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
Got his man quickly. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. The give to the tailback. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Looking for a man. It's McCord. He's right on target. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on him, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And that's such a good job by this defense. This offense is trying to find a spark, trying to get back in this football game. They're trying to be aggressive. The defense answers, and now you put your offense in a beautiful position to go out, execute a really good drive, and put a little distance between the other squad.
And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. We've reached the 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a 1st down.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. The lone back's got it. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. Now they'll try the right side. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground.
Yeah, and not a surprise by this offense, right? This is a game management type situation. I want to run the football. I want to run the clock. The clock is my friend with the lead late in the 4th quarter, inside of a minute. I'm going to keep this ground game going and make you have to look at that clock continue to tick.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. They'll try to run for it. Open space at the 25. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bucks!
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, beat, coffin, great execution by this offense to put this game away.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. Fielded in the end zone, it's James. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on 1st down finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points, but they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Caught over the middle. It's Pena. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Gadsden. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a 1st down. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? We'll go meet you. Great job.
Welcome, everyone, and glad to have you with us from Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. Cocky and all of his friends ready to go and amped up for what we have in store. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see, the number 23 team in the country, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on a team from the SEC, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Gamecocks will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. First down for this offense. He wants to throw. Quickly complete. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs, but I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Quarterback will audible. To the air, it's Sanders. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trusting your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
Gets it out fast. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run.
And this is why checkdowns are so big. There's a lot of quarterbacks in these types of situations on third down. They just want to make the home run, highlight-type throw. But a nice job being poised and making a good decision, checking it down to the running back here to help your offense out.
They'll throw it on first down. Buys a little time. He fires it out to the right. And he'll pull it in inside the 20. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
Got enough space. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Buffaloes! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out. It's Harbor. Not nearly as much as he'd. Brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The offense set for a first down play. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bennett. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to call those more often. It's a cheating play, basically, running these RPOs. So hard to stop. Nice execution by the offense, but probably cheating too.
Give to the single back. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Now they'll run it on the toss. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
Offense goes toss play to the right. Now, defensively, if you're going to stop these perimeter runs, your DBs better be able to get off blocks and go make a tackle. And right now, the secondary, they look like they're struggling trying to handle the run game.
The pull and throw off the RPO. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Takes the handoff. It's Sanders. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down. Understand the situation. Understand I got to get north and south, get a first down, get a new set of downs.
To the air on first down. Pocket starts to collapse. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
Complete to the right. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Here's the handoff. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. They've put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. And how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work.
And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
Yeah, and a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
Here he goes breaking the pocket. There's a live football. And the fumble is going to go out of bounds, and the offense will maintain possession. Operating in the red zone here on second down. To the ground with the back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Looking to buy time. Bust through behind his pad. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
And I love that this offense stuck to it. Stuck to the run game. Didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Coming out with it, it's Horn. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out. You need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. To the air, it's Sanders. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Looking to pass on second down. Got the back over the middle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
Dances away from the heat. Looking for his man. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. The Buffaloes will line it up on 1st and 10. Wide receiver shows motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Inside the 25. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Colorado!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone on a 36-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
The back goes in motion. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Sends it downfield. And the DB right with him to knock it away. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Second down coming up. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. He's looking for an open man on second down. Trying to get to it. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Now facing a 3rd and long. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Takes a hit as he fires. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Fires deep toward the end zone. He can haul it in, incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. Just about set for the second half kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's Harbor. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football Palmer out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that we can win this game.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Play action does so many things. When you run the football and have success, it slows everybody down. Not just the linebackers and the safeties and make them come up, but the defensive line. They're thinking run as well, slows down the pass rush, gives me a little bit more time to develop routes and make it really easy on my quarterback.
Complete downfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Now from inside the red zone. Going for 6. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Man, it's so hard to play defense nowadays. You got a strike zone where you can hit people. You get flagged for targeting. You get flagged for pass interference. That was beautiful. Great job in the end zone, making it a hard window to throw into, and when he caught it, making him feel you.
Using his legs, it's Sanders.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team's being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Catch in the middle, it's Simon. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a second time in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires into traffic, intercepted. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. The give to the back. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Looking downfield, it's Sanders. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He lofts one down the sideline. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. And the Buffaloes will send out the punt unit. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. Running it back, it's McDowell. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Moves away as he feels pressure. He makes a catch. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the ball on 1st down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Quickly complete. Touchdown, South Carolina! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Right back to him on the ground. On the move at the 30. And he breaks into the open. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Buffs! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
He'll try to tack on one more. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Now, last drive didn't take long, just 2 plays to get it in. And the points came courtesy of that 80-yard run to the house. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Harbor. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. On the run, it's Sanders. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
They give it to him again. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Fires to the right. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. Offense gets set for second down. They'll run it. The Gamecocks have enough for the first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Got him downfield. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
Trying to run, it's Sanders. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice gain, this time on the ground.
And guys, if they can somehow, some way find their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the fourth. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Motion from the offense. Quarterback keeper. Man, he was going to get his jaw jacked. He got down just in time. If they can pay off this third and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those collars start getting a little tight across the way. To the air, it's Sellers. And he's got it. He's got it for a touchdown. And here in the final minute, they're a single point behind.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game now. All you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do, just like practice. Knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
A gutsy call to go for the deuce to try to win the game right here. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He's got it. They convert the two, and they take the lead here in the fourth. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. And if you list the priorities here, Jesse, first thing, get your kicker into his comfort zone.
It's a balance here between being conservative and being aggressive. You know that if you...
He's going to throw deep right side. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's second down. Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. And back to the air on second down. Here's a throw downfield late. He's got it on the left. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. Looking downfield, it's Sanders. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's dropped. Oh, it's dropped, and the ball game's over. Oh, what?